You know, when you're this butt fugly, sometimes you have to take measures into your own hands. I've been reading books on self-improvement, kind of. I've been looking at the pictures anyway. But, I'm kind of at the point in my life where I want to try to make some changes so I am not quite so cynical and mean and have no life, and so all I can do is harass other people because I'm miserable. So I want them to be miserable. But I tried to do a few things. Let me show you what I've been doing. I was trying to do a few things to try to improve my looks. Well, they say once you have black, you never go back, but people are always going back on me, so maybe black isn't working. So I went to the hairdresser and told them to take a little off the top. Apparently, my definition of a little and their definition of a little are two completely different things. I am not a happy camper right now, although it was pretty ingenious of them to take my hair on top and put it down further down, on my face, and why does stuff like this always happen to me? Maybe because I'm a really bad person and a total asshole. Well, that could be one reason. Well, it took some time, but it eventually grew back, but my face must have really been dirty because those hair roots planted themselves in the dirt of my face, and this is the result. Although, this might actually work for me because I can hide on here, talk shit about people, and nobody will know it's me. Or, maybe they will. But it's worth a shot. Not only do I talk shit about people, but I lie a lot about my own life. I claim to have a boyfriend named Chuck. A pretty common name. Yeah, I claim to have a boyfriend named Chuck, but nobody's ever seen him. I've never been able to produce any pictures of him. So basically, I am just full of shit. Also, I have 2 daughters. I claim to have 5. And, no, if you believe that somebody would actually touch me 5 times, you're crazy. I'm lucky to have 2. I'm also just a cashier, although I claim to be a nurse. Can you imagine somebody with an IQ of 17 being a nurse? Yeah, I don't think that's very likely, do you? But I sure like to tell the story. See, I lie about myself just like I lie about everybody else. I make up shit about them, too. Because I have such a deranged brain, I'm such a lunatic, that all I can come up with is just crazy shit. Because I am a crazy shit. Yeah. But damn, I have a nice goatee. Some have rumored that the only way I got pregnant twice was by artificial insemination. Which, if you look at me, it's really not that much of a stretch to believe that. But no, I actually, the child was fathered by, well, I've been with Chuck 35 years, is what I claim. Even though my Facebook and everything else, and you look back into my history, it says completely different story. But it's fun to make up stuff, and you do have a certain amount of idiots out there and gullible dipshits, just like me, who believe my bullshit. It's amazing how many stupid freaking people there are on here, isn't there? You know, I originally tried to change my appearance by going to a plastic surgeon, and that just didn't work out well. The guy was a total jerk and thought he was a comic of some kind. I told him exactly what I wanted, and this is what he came up with. As bad as a hairdresser. The first thing he did was try turning me into a pig. I looked in the mirror and I'm like, what the hell is this? And he said, this is his rationale. He says, I just wanted to do a look that matched the rest of your body. We don't want you to look. I'm so frustrated I can't even talk. I didn't want you to look disproportionate. Yeah. No go, Doc. You're not getting a dime of my money unless you change this. And so the smart ass got rid of all the pig stuff. And he did, a couple hours of work or whatever, and then he showed me the mirror. I'm like, what the hell is this? And he said, well, I'm just trying to be consistent with your body type and your personality. And so I looked at him and I said, what, are you saying I'm a snake? And he said, well, look in the mirror. Yeah, apparently he was. And that just really pissed me off, even though it's true. I said, look, I don't like this. I want you to get rid of it. But I kind of do like the purple hair concept. So let's see, turn me back to just normal. And let me see what you can do with the purple, the purple theme here. So apparently what he did, he injected something into my bloodstream, which would change the color of all the hair on my body. And apparently I hadn't shaved off the fuzz. At least that's what I call it, because it sounds a little bit more ladylike than saying I have a beard. But it affected it too. So he shows me the mirror, and I look into it. Well, of course it cracked, but so did I. Of course, I was already cracked. Yeah, I am like, okay, yeah, I appreciate the concept, but it's much easier to just shave off my fuzz while it's natural color, because purple really stands out, obviously, as you can see. I said, change me back to normal and just, I'm done. I'm done with this. And so I went back to being my normal self. And I really got tired of shaving off the fuzz, so I just let it grow. Because I'm a lazy ass. Don't want to lift an arm to do anything if I don't have to. And, I finally realized that the problem wasn't with my appearance as to why I was unhappy. The problem is with me. Because I alienate everybody that I'm ever around. And so while I might have 2 daughters, I might as well not have any, because they want nothing to do with me. My family wants nothing to do with me. Nobody wants anything to do with me in person. The only friends that I can make are these other scumbags that I meet on here. And Chuck is fake, because I claim to have been with him 35 years. Which, if that's the case, then he's crazier than me. Because nobody would want to be around me for 35 minutes, much less 35 years. That's as crazy as I am. I really think that's why Cynthia and I are such close friends. Because we have so much in common. We're both complete garbage dumps. Our lives are complete, utter pieces of shit. We are both alone. Nobody wants us. And so our only recourse to make ourselves feel better is to lash out against those who have done nothing to us. But we feel it's our obligation to be complete asses, complete bitches, and tell shit stories about people that are not true. I'll do anything to make myself look better, as will my dingbat half-sister Cynthia. She is crazy as shit, though. Said you all are a bunch of lunatics, a bunch of crazy locos. Locando, losicanando. Good looking. See, I make up my own shit. I make up arts too. Yeah, they're all locos. Locasitas. Locatacamicas. Yeah, they are crazy. I'm glad I don't live around them. I'm glad I am way south. I don't want nothing to rub off. And yeah, I'm not going to expound on that. You can read between the lines, kind of. Maybe.
I saw Cynthia out in the woods once. I thought, oh, there's lunch. But then the closer I got to her, I started smelling something. And as hungry as I was, I decided to pass it up because I did not want to get food poisoning. The way she smelled, I'm sure that it would have meant hospitalization for this poor bear.
I tried peeing on her leg once, and that was enough of that. As soon as the pee hit her leg, it burst into flames. I'm like, what the hell? I got the hell out of Dodge right then. It's like, this is different. She's different. And crazy. And different. Yeah. Hey, Cynthia. Can you let Daddy know? I'm still waiting for his call. Yeah. Good move, Jacob. Get what you want and then just ghost me. Some men. I appreciate Jacob always defending me, but he doesn't know my perverted background. I think if he knew some of the things in my past, he'd take a different approach. But, shh, don't tell him. I'm sure as hell not going to tell him.
I probably wouldn't be able to understand it anyway unless you use mostly one-syllable words. I don't have a huge vocabulary, although eat shit and F you and all that. Most of those are one syllables, so yeah, I can get along with them. But yeah, I don't know, I just think I'm doing the right thing because I'm an idiot. And I like to fly off the handle without any facts. Which gives Cynthia and I a lot in common, you know what I'm saying? Y'all just need to move along now. Nobody wants to smell your smelly asses. Go on and move along now. Take a trip to the funny farm. Walk on there arm in arm. Yeah, that's just gross to think about. Anyway, y'all need to just get the hell out of here, quit bugging people, and go on with your miserable lives. How's that? Does that sound like a deal? Like a deal. Just move along now. Let's make a deal. You stay hell away from me. Go on, move along now. Get the hell out of Dodge. Go and go, I can't think of a word that rhymes. Just move along.